And joined now by our legal expert, Jodi Balsam. Jodi, thank you for being with us. Jodi, I'll start here. How does this agreement with the Strategic Sports Group impact a potential deal down the road with the Saudi Public Investment Fund?
The deal with the Strategic Sports Group has among its deal terms that future investment by the Public Investment Fund is anticipated and permitted. So the Strategic Sports Group doesn't have any rights vis-a-vis the PIF to interfere with that deal. Will that deal happen? I think the Strategic Sports Group investment gives the Tour some leverage during PIF investment negotiations. And it could also lay the groundwork for the Tour to remain on its own, eschewing a merger with PIF. It also appeases the players, right? The Strategic Sports Group deal ensures that there is going to be money in the pot for higher purses. Players are going to be offered equity in the new entity. And it sort of sets the stage for a new phase of the PIF negotiations.
Jodi, if they do eventually go forward with a deal with the Public Investment Fund, any way to know how long it might be before they're able to unify under one umbrella?
Well, the framework agreement originally entered into between PIF and the PGA Tour set a December 31st, 2023 deadline for those negotiations. Obviously, that deadline has passed. The parties agreed to extend the time. They have not set a new deadline. The hope would be that it could be resolved at least within this calendar year. But that, frankly, depends in part on whether there will be any regulatory obstacles in the way of a PIF deal. The SSG deal did not present antitrust concerns because it did not result in the combination of direct competitors. None of the SSG investors come from the world of golf. PIF does with its LIV Golf Tour. And if the Tour and LIV continue to operate separately as competitors for golfer services, they continue to provide a more competitive marketplace. If they combine and either curtail or limit the LIV Golf product, there could be significant antitrust scrutiny. The Department of Justice investigation is still open. They're concerned about standard antitrust harms when two direct competitors go into a partnership like this. Lower pay for golfers, fewer tournaments to satisfy consumer appetite for golf, higher prices to purchase golf rights for media partners and sponsors. So there's a whole host of antitrust concerns that remain live should PIF and the PGA Tour try to finalize that investment partnership.
Jodi, there were some geopolitical concerns as well. We heard that in those Senate hearings last year, particularly with Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut. How could the SSG, in partnership potentially with the Public Investment Fund, how could they satisfy Senator Blumenthal, for example?
Well, the scrutiny of the PGA Tour by that Senate committee was focused less on antitrust and more on sports washing, a concern about Saudi investments being used to sports wash their human rights abuses and exercise influence on a significant American cultural institution. And they suggested to the Tour at the time of those hearings, why aren't you looking for U.S. partners? Well, the Tour has now found those partners. The Tour has satisfied, at least with respect to it, a significant concern of the Senate committee that it should be U.S. investors who partner with the Tour to the extent that additional capital is needed for them to continue offering the golf product that consumers want. If the PIF investment goes forward, I think that will renew committee interest in concerns about sports washing. And we know that because the committee is pressing forward on its investigation into the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's business dealings in the United States beyond golf. They have issued a subpoena to the PIF and to Al Rumayyan. That subpoena has been rebuffed. They are arguing that, as PIF is arguing, that they are not subject to U.S. process. Most commentators, most legal authorities think that that argument is wrong, that because the Saudi PIF is not a mere passive investor in U.S. ventures, but is actively operating businesses in the United States, they are subject to U.S. law and must comply with the subpoena issued by Congress. They are still battling that out.
Jodi Balsam, legal expert. Jodi, thank you.